Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment where we love pop culture. Today, it's time for another comic book review as I take a look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 114. Now, when we left off with issue number 113, Karai had just been rescued by the Turtles from a helicopter crash. Toka and Razar had been let on the loose, and Lita had just come from the future and was trying to set the timeline straight, and that's exactly where we're going to pick up here in issue 114. Now, Lita has already been a little too gabby about the future with the Turtles, and now she makes the no-no we all should have learned from Back to the Future, and that's to never ever meet your younger self, which I'm sure will ultimately lead to consequences down the line. Now, as Bludgeon comes to, he warns Michelangelo and Donatello not only of Toka and Razar being on the loose and what they could do to the town, but also that Bebop and Rocksteady will be entering the party as well, just they won't be coming alone. Now, while still recovering from the helicopter crash, we see that Karai is still in pretty bad shape, but that won't stop an angry turtle from having a bone to pick with her. As Karai glances up, she doesn't recognize this turtle and questions who it could be. Because since receiving a life-saving blood transfusion, Jenny has taken on a whole new appearance. Karai can feel that Jenny wants revenge and tells her to stop hesitating and get it over with. And as Jenny gives Karai quite the stare down before she can proceed with any other action, Raphael enters the room and tells Jenny not to even think about it because after the last issue in number 113, he knows what Jenny's intentions would be. And Raphael tells Jenny maybe instead of spending her energy on Karai, it might be put to better use if she gets on with making music so the entire world doesn't go down the toilet. Now, hypothetically speaking, if Jenny were a gamer, I think she'd be more into Street Fighter than she would Guitar Hero because instead of striking a chord, she decides to strike Raphael instead. After a quick scuffle, Lita will try to console Jenny, even calling her mom once again, which of course she's not a fan of. Now, all the Turtles will have to put their squabbling to the side and go out on patrol before the new mutants in town cause any chaos. And speaking of the Turtles going on patrol, Michelangelo, who had promised Mona Lisa that he would help her get ready for the protest, will once again let her down, but promises he'll help her tomorrow. Now, I'm sure I'm not the only one that sees another broken promise from Michelangelo coming soon. Now, before the Turtles head out, both Litas get a visit from Rennet, who is demanding that the scepter be returned, but Lita will be able to stave off Rennet, at least for the time being. Now, down in Mutant Town, after passing a mutant music club, Bebop and Rocksteady will put their current mission on hold and decide it's time to go back to their roots. While the band on stage is currently rocking out to a packed house, Bebop and Rocksteady are not impressed, needless to say, and decide that this club is in need of a tune-up. As the Turtles head out on patrol, Donatello is asked if he's okay knowing that a confrontation with the two that almost killed him, Bebop and Rocksteady, will most certainly be in the future. Donatello says there are good days and there are bad days, but he's dealing with it. Jenny then asks Donatello if he ever wishes that he could eliminate Bebop and Rocksteady once and for all. Donatello tells her no, that it might not make things easier, but could actually make things even more difficult than they are now. Now, we should have known that getting rid of Rennet wasn't going to be that easy, and it certainly wasn't, as Rennet has once again tracked down Lita, and she's not only demanding that she give the scepter back, but she's also demanding that Lita return home now. Leonardo says to Lita that maybe it's time to return the scepter, but Lita is insistent that her work is not done yet. Leonardo ends up being the voice of reason and makes a deal with Rennet to give them 1 week, and whether they succeed or not, they will return the scepter. So I guess it is a good thing that Rennet loves those cute little turtle faces. Now, over here on the other pages, the Turtles, they're not going to have to explore much more as they come across Toka and Razar. Now, when the Turtles confront Toka and Razar, these two seem to be more interested in playing games than duking it out. And in paying homage to the second Ninja Turtles movie, The Secret of the Ooze, Mikey will offer them a delicious donut. Now, while things seem to be going good between the two sides, when Toka just wants to play with Raphael's mask, but Raphael is insistent that he take it back, that will be the trigger mechanism that will make these babies throw a huge temper tantrum that will have the Turtles being thrown around like Tonka toys. And while Leonardo will say, "Get ready guys," Raphael has a better idea as he says, "Screw that, retreat." Now on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 114 a 9 out of 10. As someone who grew up with the cartoon and the movies, I'm happy I jumped into this series. There's not only a lot of characters and a lot going on, but the way Sophia Campbell lays out these stories is nothing but fun. Now, as you guys can see here, the cover for issue number 115 has Toka and Razar squaring off against Bebop and Rocksteady, and I cannot wait for that issue. And as paying homage to Toka and Razar, I'm going to be reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, and I'm going to be releasing that movie look back review on the same day as my review for issue number 115. Now, if you're interested in that movie look back review plus my review for issue number 115, go ahead and click that red button down below. There's definitely going to be a lot of fun to be had here in March. Now, did you read issue number 114? And if you did, what are your thoughts? I'm definitely having a lot of fun with this series. All right, guys, if you like comic book reviews like this, make sure you subscribe here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.